Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Every day in the midnight, Sripad Hridayananda Das Babaji Maharaj got awake. He was hearing at 1 or 2 midnight the crying. For 2 months he avoided to see the source of the crying because he was going for sleep. He was trying to sleep. But one day he couldn't contain. He got up on the roof of his house, and when he saw, and what he saw, he was totally amazed. He saw one old person sweeping the courtyard of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad in the Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. And he was crying, "Hey Rup, hey Sanatan, give me your mercy. I cannot fulfill the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I cannot fulfill the mission of my spiritual master without your mercy." Who was that old man? What was his mission? Who was his guru? And he was none other than His Divine Grace, Om Vishnupad, Paramahansa Prabhupada Acharya, Ashtotashata Krishna Murti, Sri Srimad, His Divine Grace, Abhay Charnarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When Srila Prabhupada disciple Her Grace Mul Prakriti Mataji went to take interview of His Holiness Sripad Hridayananda Babaji Maharaj, he was in tears. He said, "I knew that Prabhupada will fulfill the prediction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to spread the holy name throughout the world." That was also the mission given to Prabhupada by his guru, Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Prabhupada Acharya, His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He said, "I have never seen any person in Vrindavan who have done such great sadhana, such great dedication to fulfill the mission of Krishna, to fulfill the mission of his guru, and yet he was so humble. He was dedicated for the cause of his guru, and he was very, very humble. And he knew that Prabhupada will fulfill the mission of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu." So why Prabhupada was able to fulfill the mission? Because Prabhupada, he considered every person as a part and parcel of Krishna. And he genuinely wanted to give them Krishna. And he was able to give people Krishna. Because it is told by Yudhishthira Maharaj, when Yudhishthira came in Srimad Bhagavatam, "Bhavad vida bhagavadas tirtha bhuta swayam mibho tirthi kurvanti tirthani swantaste nagadabrata." Because the devotees like Vidur, they carry Lord Krishna in their heart. All the qualities of Lord Krishna in their heart. And they are able to give Krishna to every person. And therefore they act like a touchstone. The pure devotee like Prabhupada, they are not only touchstone, but they are above touchstone. Because touchstone will convert everything, all the dirty iron, good iron, into gold. But the pure devotee is more than touchstone because he creates the touchstone. He wants everybody to be fully engaged in the service of Krishna, service of God. He is Sarva Bhuta Hite Rata. He is ever well-wisher of not only human being, but all animals, creepers, everybody. And Prabhupada showed this by his example. When Prabhupada was living in Vrindavan, he exemplified the 64 qualities of a pure devotee. A milkman, a Sanskrit scholar, a Goswami, a leader of the temple, a printer owner. Whosoever come in touch with Prabhupada, he got affected. And we can see when Her Grace Mul Prakriti Mataji again took the interview of Sriman Om Prakash Seni and Her Grace Krishnadasi Seni Mataji. When Prabhupada was living in Jhansi in 1952 to 1955, this couple came in touch with Prabhupada. And Sriman Om Prakash Seni says that he was a young man looking for his career. And he used to help Prabhupada to go move around the Jhansi, show the history of Jhansi. And Prabhupada used to tell him that you should become devotee, chant Hare Krishna. And he told that I told Prabhupada that I will do it later. Now I am a young man. But when Prabhupada left Jhansi at the last meeting, he recalls, Prabhupada told that you have to become devotee. You will chant Hare Krishna. And after a few years, when he came to know that Prabhupada went to America, he preached the message. He took it seriously. He came in touch with the devotees. And then he was chanting Hare Krishna. And he was simply remembering the association of Prabhupada. Such a great association. And he was waiting for Prabhupada 20 years. Later on he met his Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj, and he took initiation. But both husband and wife, with tears in their eyes, they always recall the most wonderful association of Srila Prabhupada. So that is the nature of the pure devotee. Indeed, such pure devotee is very, very rare in the material world. Very, very rare in the material world. And therefore, the Nimi Maharaj, when he met the Navayogindaraj, he understood the value of their association. Durlabho manusho deho dehinam shanabhangura tatrapi durlabham manne Vaikunta Priya Darshanam. In the material world, one can get darshan of Lord Krishna also in the deity form. But the darshan of the pure devotee is very, very rare. Why the darshan of pure devotee is rare? Why the association of pure devotee is rare? Because the pure devotee, he carries the essence of all the Shastra. He carries all the teachings of the Shastra, and he can give to any layman these teachings of entire Shastra in very easy manner. And every person can easily follow them and make his life perfect. So why we are grateful to His Divine Grace Prabhupada? Because he has created the legacy by which any person can walk this most difficult path. Such pure devotee like Prabhupada, they have undergone all hardships, all labor, difficulties, toils, sleepless night for welfare of the entire humanity. You are ever well-wisher. Sarva Bhuta Hiterata. And they will give us in a very, very simplified form, very easy access to the most difficult bhakti. And therefore, Prithvi Maharaj says to Poor Kumara, Ko nam tatra pati karoti vinoda patram, that we can never repay the depth of such pure devotee. We can only fold our hands and beg, pray to them for their mercy. And what to speak of we? I personally cannot repay the depth of Prabhupada. Chakshudan diloje janme janme Prabhu say. What to speak of the devotee, entire material world cannot repay the depth of Prabhupada. The depth to Krishna, because Krishna has sent his most dear devotee, Prabhupada, in the material world. And how can we repay the depth to Prabhupada? By simply becoming the servant. By simply assisting in his mission of Lord Krishna to spread the holy name, connect people to Krishna. Every living entity is actually part and parcel of Sri Krishna, and he must become the servant of Krishna. And that is the duty of the pure devotee. He gives such a tools to all the people, and we cannot repay his debt, but we can assist in his mission. So on this divine day of Srila Prabhupada Vyas Puja, from my core of heart I pray to Prabhupada that he make me one of the servant in his mission. Somehow or other I assist Prabhupada's mission, ISKCON, his disciples, his devotees, and help to fulfill his mission to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by taking any simple role. And I request everybody to please read the book, The Biography of the Prabhupada, and also one of the very, very nice book by Her Grace Mool Prakriti Mataji, Our Srila Prabhupada, Friend to All. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.